What up, though, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the King and Downtown Show. My name is Deuce. This is my counterpart, King. King, what's going on, my dog?
What up, though? What up, though? Let's get it.
Listen, man, we know it's been a while since we've been on here. Yes, we are still friends. Yes, there's no beef. Everybody be like, y'all still good? Yeah, man, we just been busy. You know, especially with Lions season. King is doing his thing over there. Go check him out over there with the Lions videos. His content is fire. Running it up. So yeah, we just been busy, but we're going to get back to it. We're going to try to do this once a week if we can, but we want to tap in with y'all just to kind of get a pulse on how everybody is feeling about this Pistons team through 9 games. They currently sit at 3-6. We're going to get to the details of what's going on with the team, but we wanted to come talk to you guys tonight. It's been a while. So King, what's on your brain, man? What you thinking about?
The reaction so far with the team, as far as the fan base and media goes around the city, I just expect a lot better out of some of these platforms. I was listening to 97.1 today, and right, Mike Valenti, Rico, the usuals,
Yeah,
and they were basically putting everything on K from that loss last night, saying that he needs to be a better closer and everything else. Just forget everything else he's doing, right? But also, for the Pistons to be 3-6 right now compared to last season, to me, is still an achievement. And I just wish that we would have a little bit more patience and let them go out there and improve on the court, which is, if you pay attention, they actually are doing.
yes.
I get it. It's been a while. We dealt with last year, but again, erase last year. Let's move on, bro. So that's where I'm at. The fan base just needs to do a little bit better.
Yeah, man. I mean, to me, it's surprising that the fan base has been so critical when we've been at the very bottom. It's like it's evident growth. It's evident progress with this team. We didn't win 3 games until 2024, this year. Last season, we didn't win 3 games until this year, which is crazy. So yeah, I mean, I just think that fans just need to decide what they want. You know what I mean? Like, I know you didn't expect for us to come out of the gate 10-0 or 7-0 like the Cleveland Cavaliers are right now, right? So I'm just trying to understand what it is exactly that, not all fans, right, but just a lot of people who have been very critical. What is it that you're looking for? And is it realistic? When we have so many different players on this team, a whole new staff, new coaching, you're never going to come out of the gate hitting on all cylinders, even if you have totally or mostly veterans on your team, right? So it's definitely not going to be the case when you have mostly young guys in your team. So I'm just trying to understand, and if there are fans here that want to, anybody here want to pop in and let me know, like, what is it that you're actually looking for, expectation wise, so that you're not setting yourself up for disappointment.
I have a rule. I go every season, right? The first 15 to 20 games is where you get all the kinks and quirks out.
Yep.
We haven't, played game 10 yet. We're right here, but we haven't played it yet. And we won 3 games, with a roster out there that's, obviously trying to build chemistry, but also guys that's learning how to close out in the fourth quarter. Listen, man, let's just be real with it. Last night, they did good enough to win that game at the end. We got a steal, but a basic fundamental play at the end is what caused us to have that lapse. We cannot throw that on Cade Cunningham.
Right.
Like, that's absurd to me. So, simple box out. Like my son's in 7th grade. He's playing basketball right now, and I'm screaming at him and his teammates about boxing out.
You coaching, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, at the NBA level, our veterans should know how to box out. Beasley missed a critical box out last night, and it caused us the game. It happens, though.
Right.
Let's not throw this whole thing on Cade, man.
Yeah. I kind of want to piggyback on that, too, because you're 100% right, and everybody else is 100% right, that Beasley missed that box out. But all things considered, if you think about the Ron Holland steal, that strip was Beasley. He was the one that stripped the ball that allowed Holland to retrieve it and to go down coast to coast for the layup. So I'm not letting him off the hook for that last play. I'm just saying we're not even in that situation if he doesn't get that steal prior to allow us to even get a chance to be in that situation. So just wanted to throw that out there too. But with regard to Cade, bro, yeah, it's like I feel like either he's, getting off to slow starts and he's only finishing late, or he's starting off great and now he's not finishing. Like, he's not gonna. I don't know, man. I just feel like fans don't really understand.
Perfect word.
You know what I'm saying? They don't really understand and of course you're always more critical of your own guys because that's who you're watching. But you look around the league, man. The same thing, these highs and lows are happening with all these young guys. They really are. But if you're not paying attention, you don't know it. All you see is what you're focused on.
Right. And, understanding the style of play of your star player. That's another thing that's very important.
Yeah.
Cade's style is not just, balls to the wall, score.
Right.
It's setting up his teammates, it's flow of the offense, it's analyzing the floor, it's beating them in parts of the floor where, it's available.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the type of game. So whether it's him getting off to a fast start or if it's Ivy getting off to a fast start.
Yep.
As long as somebody gets off to a fast start,
right.
That's what I'm asking for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to always be Cade, man. So look at what he's doing. We talking about 2 straight nights of a triple-double. Like, what are we even talking about here? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, understand your star player on your team, or star players on your team. Because we're going to talk about Ivy a little bit later, but
yeah,
star players on your team, understand the way that, the Pistons are trying to do this thing, man. We all the time talk about, I'm a hardcore, diehard Pistons fan. And for some reason, we act like we don't know what that looks like.
Right.
Our teams in those days, we didn't have a guy that come every night and give you the same thing every night. It was either this guy or that guy or that guy. It was setting up each other.
Right.
So that's what you got to understand as a Pistons fan. Yeah, some nights Cade is going to come out hot. But some nights Cade is going to kind of sit back and let his teammates get off because they got it going. Mm-hmm. That's just what it is.
100%. And when you play a defensive style of basketball that our Pistons teams of old that were successful have won, it's going to look a lot different every night offensively. Because when you play defense the way that those teams play defense, they turn teams over. Mm-hmm. So when you're on that break, it could be anybody. You know what I mean? Like it could be Tayshaun one night, it could be Rip the other night, it could be Chauncey the other night, it could be Rasheed the other, it could be Ben one night. You know what I mean? So that's just how it was. The unpredictability of the offense is what made them so lethal. And defensively, they were who they were. And you got to understand this too. When you exert the amount of effort defensively that JB Bickerstaff is trying to get these guys to play, it takes time to build up that muscle memory and that cardio and that conditioning to go both ends every single night, especially on back-to-backs.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys you see conserve, like, for example, my guy now who's older, but LeBron, you see him conserving his energy a lot on the defensive end. He's not sprinting back on defense, right? He's conserving his energy for offense. JB Bickerstaff is trying to have these guys going full tilt on both ends.
Right.
That requires a lot. And it takes time to get your body there. You know what I mean? So in the beginning, it's definitely not going to be where Cade is getting 25, 30 a night. It's just not going to be that way. If he's exerting the type of effort, which he has been, he's been moving his feet, sliding those puppies a lot better this season. But when you have that type of energy that's being exerted, it takes time to build that up to where you can still have the same energy that you need on the offensive end. Even look at Luka Doncic, right? How many nights did we see him not playing defense? You talk about it all the time. He doesn't play defense, and he goes, and then he just gets jolted energy out of nowhere. He's going crazy in the offensive end, right? So, like, the league as a whole doesn't play the defensive style that JB Bickerstaff is trying to implement here. So it's going to look different.
Yeah. You know, kind of glad you brought up this topic, Marvin. Listen, man, Paul Reed was balling last night.
Yes, he was.
He was balling last night.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that things just got difficult for Bickerstaff in a good way as far as his front court rotation?
Yeah, and see, I was waiting for this to happen because it's like, bro, there's no way, especially coming from training camp. All the great things we've heard about Paul Reed.
Yep.
All these things, these fundamental things that he does. you're only going to be able to hold them on the bench for so long.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about, why I kind of feel like certain players are not getting the opportunities right now. Will leave that for King's conspiracies a little bit later on the show.
We'll circle back to it.
Right. But the energy was great last night.
Yeah, it definitely was. Well, let's get to this first topic we had here, bro. As far as what we expect the Pistons to do this season. So there were a lot of different numbers here, right? Some were a little conservative, some were very ambitious. As far as how many games the Pistons are going to win. And one thing that I think you and I both said is that the Pistons will win 30-plus games this year. I personally still am fully confident in that happening, and I'll explain why. But I first want to get your thoughts as to your initial reaction to this question or this statement.
Absolutely. I even went further on Twitter. I said, I doubled down. I made a bold statement on Twitter and said the Pistons are going to win 40 games.
I didn't see that one.
Yes, 40 games. And I got that tweet sitting there and it's marinating. And listen,
I got to go find that.
We could be at 4 wins already right now. And, my thing is when we come out of the stretch of the tough basketball teams that we're facing, I think we're going to start really putting together these 2 and 3 and 4 winning streaks that you're seeing. Because last night should have been a win, obviously. And we having a different conversation. The Pistons won 4 games. They have a 3-game winning streak.
With the Hawks coming up.
Yes, it's just that close for them tipping over to the other side of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And I truly do believe that, nothing that they do out there in the court says to me that we're going to have another disastrous season.
Yeah.
I see nothing but effort and growth at moments out there.
Yeah.
Right now it's just building consistency. We have a small identity right now. We do. They play hard. What I'm saying? We play defense in long spurts. I'll say long spurts, not just spurts.
Yeah.
We just have to build a consistency and do it every game. We have to continue to close out basketball games. They tried to do it last night and build that consistency. Just unfortunate fundamental mistakes cost us the game.
Right. I want to comment on something I just saw Marvin post with regard to what you just said about how close it could have gone either way. As well as Tim Hardaway Jr. has played, and he's played great the last few games. I don't think anybody expected Asar Thompson to be out the first 9 games and counting before the season started. I was thinking maybe the first week, maybe, three games or something like that. But if he's playing, we're not 3-6. Early in the season, because Tim Hardaway Jr., he's been playing well the last few games, but the first 5 or 6 games of the season, he was really struggling because he was a mismatch every night at the 3. And he also wasn't scoring. That doesn't happen with Asar. So in having played our first 4 games being playoff teams out the gate, and we were still in each game, I listen, I have not wavering whatsoever on this. One thing that J.B. Bickerstaff said before the season started, I think it was his first presser, is that I want, and you're going to see weekly, monthly growth. You're going to see us get better month over month, week over week. We're going to be building something, and that's what I feel. I think post All-Star break, we're going to be a team that nobody wants to play. I think we're really going to start showing who we are and what we are as a team, because we're going to continue to understand what we're doing as a team, and it's going to be more of a gelling happening. So I already see the growth already, but I talked about it before. You're going to see growing pains. You're going to see the Pistons lose games they're supposed to win and win games they're supposed to lose. They're going to play up and down to the competition. They're not going to be consistent. That's why they beat the Lakers and then lost to the Hornets, playing up and down to the competition. So that's going to happen less and less, I believe, as the season goes on, because we're going to have more of these lessons and lessons from these losses. So yeah, I'm not wavering one bit.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like I said, it's just going to be wonky for these first 20 games, man. You're going to almost beat the Celtics. You're going to beat the Lakers. Then you're going to get blown out by New York. That's
right.
How it happens.
Right.
In those first 20 games, listen, Cleveland is not going to go the entire season undefeated.
Right.
Newsflash, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It always starts that way. This team starts out hot, and the next thing you know, the regular boat starts to sail. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I just want us to be a little bit more better when it comes to this team and give them a little bit more leeway
Yeah.
as far as building.
Yeah, exactly. Mikey, man. Yeah, he has been struggling in that corner. Tobias has been struggling, man. If he knocks down just a couple of those, once again, you talk about being that close to with wins and losses. He knocks down just a couple more, 1-3 a game, because of the momentum that those shots would have brought. It was the times that he missed them. It will be right when we're getting to a point to take it to double digits, and it'd be wide open three. He just missed it. It's just the timing of his misses have been really hard for me. But yeah, I think I mentioned it before. I think Tobias is playing defense at a rate that he hasn't played at in a long time. And that's affecting his offense. Because one thing you can't say is that he's not exerting defensively. He's had a game of 14 rebounds where he led the team this season, right? Another game of 10 plus, a few games 10 plus. So the defensive effort from him has been there, right? He's not a great defensive player, but the effort has been there every single night. And I think that is affecting his offense because his shots are coming up short.
Right.
You know, so that's what I think is going on with him. I think he's going to settle in eventually. I just think he's just going through that transition right now.
Yeah, man. It's for me, it's big time because as we look into the topic, the fourth quarter issues, right? Tobias has been put in position to knock down some big 3-pointers for us, and it just hasn't happened. Listen, I would prefer them to find some type of way to let him flourish in the mid-range type of game situation right now until we can figure that out.
Yep.
Because, he can knock that down at least for right now. In the fourth quarter, it's got to be another option. We can't, whether it's Tim Hardaway Jr. or if we bring Beasley into the game, which he has not been in certain fourth quarter situations. Somebody else has to take that opportunity right now until he can get his jump shot going. Because right now his legs are just not in it. He's not in mid-season form. We just have to find something to keep us afloat until then. Yeah,
I agree. I mean, the way Tim Hardaway's playing right now, I wouldn't mind getting him more shots. He's been very efficient these last few games. Yeah. And we're going to get to Jaden Ivey a little bit later, but I definitely think that he needs more opportunities in late game situations, but we'll get to that later.
Right.
Let's get to the next thing. Our next topic here. Cade Cunningham will be an all-star. King, are you holding on this one?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yo, hey. Yo. I was about to say something, but good Lord. Wait, what just happened? Dominique.
Oh, wow. That's what's up. Appreciate you, brother.
Donation, brother.
Hey, man, how can I get like you, bro?
Good Lord.
Thank you, bro. We appreciate you, man. Very, very much so. We appreciate all y'all, man. Appreciate all you guys' support, man. This is something we love to do anyway, right? So just to be able to do with y'all is pretty cool. It's pretty cool, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Where was I?
Cade Cunningham will be an all-star this season.
No, seriously, man. Cade Cunningham, right? Look at his numbers. Pistons are finally starting to win games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think this is the year. I'm sticking with that because the play is only going to get better. You notice over the last couple of games, the turnovers are starting to shrink.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Last two, I'll let you go. Last 2 games, he had 11 assists and 3 turnovers. And this last game, he had 10 assists and 2 turnovers. So that's a 4-1 and 5-2 turnover ratio. Go ahead.
No. What I was about to say is, listen, man, I that was big time in the first 5 to 6 games.
Yep.
Turnovers like crazy. You know what I'm saying? When you bring those down, especially in your backcourt, that changes everything. It puts you in position to have a game like last night where you had a chance to win at the very end. But you're also going to win basketball games in general when you keep those turnovers under control. You stop giving the opposite team fast break opportunities and opportunities to get points. So it closes the gap and it makes things tighter. And that's a Pistons team that, the NBA doesn't want to deal with. They don't want to deal with that because, number one, you got a bunch of these young dudes. The Pistons, 2 things. Don't turn the ball over. And okay. That just, again, Dominique,
whoa, man. bro.
The YouTube, man.
Wow, bro. No, you know what, man? No, I actually I gotta meet you, man, because like
Yeah,
outside of
right.
tonight, bro, we've always we gonna talk, bro. Thank you so much, man. Like you know, I don't do this for that. For
Right.
real.
Right.
Like
Y'all know I know.
I be talking to myself, bro, after games. My wife be looking at me crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like you all
That
right? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like this is what I would do anyway, man. So this, you know, wow. That's
that's man.
thank you, bro. Thank you so much, man. Man, we gonna talk.
It motivates us to do so much.
That's what it is. That's what it is, man. That's y'all gonna get every bit out of me this season. And King, I'm sure could vouch for him too. This is just motivating because we want to bring y'all this all the time. We want every episode to be better than the last. You know, it's just how we get down. So we appreciate all y'all support, man. Dominique, thank you, bro.
Day one, brother. Day one.
Yeah, he been here longer than me.
Man,
as far as YouTube,
yeah, right.
Man,
listen. Well, like I was saying, the numbers, right? You look at the numbers, you look at the effort of the team, turn around the turnovers, everything gets better.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But I expect them to be right there in that all-star situation come that time of the year.
Right.
You know, and I also look it's just going to be a significant turning point at that point of the year because with him, you know, finally getting that nod and making an all-star team, and then the Pistons, we on the second side of the season.
Yeah.
I expect the Pistons to be active, you know, during the trade deadline time. I just think everything's going to come together at the right time, and that's where the bulk of I think the Pistons can win 35 to 40 games comes from.
Got you.
That's where that comes from.
So you see a lot of, I won't say the majority, but you see close to half of these wins coming post All-Star break. Because you know the post All-Star break part of the season is much smaller than the pre All-Star break part of the season. So you kind of see them stacking up dubs post All-Star break when they start to really catch their rhythm.
Yep, little streaks here and there going into it, but then I think that's where you get the 3 to 4 win game streaks going on at that point.
Yeah, I agree, bro. I definitely think that's what's going to be the case, man. They're just going to continue to get. It's funny, like I remember when the Pistons were building with Rick Carlisle and even Larry Brown. Those teams would always start peaking as they got closer and closer to the playoffs. You know what I mean? You didn't see the drop off when we were getting to March and April. They were peaking and they were always growing and getting better as the playoffs were approaching. So I would like to see that. That would make perfect sense as far as with your logic. And that's what I think is going to happen. I think JB's that kind of a coach to where he's not in a rush.
Yeah.
But he's not in a rush. He's going to take some wins along the way because of what he's instilling, but he's in it for the long haul. And so I think just his overall commitment to this team is just different too, man. Not to go too far backward, but I just love watching him bark at referees and getting on their case and not letting them off the hook. You know what I mean? When it's necessary, you know, just having guys' backs. Right. That goes a long way.
You know, another thing that I wanted to say, when you look at the roster right now with Cade and Ivy starting in the backcourt, right?
Yeah.
At the beginning of the season, I kind of still felt like, you know, Cade may need to be off the ball. I'm switching back now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and this is to Chris's, you know, question.
Yeah.
I'm switching back now because number one, he's taking care of the basketball, but I feel like him and Ivy are finding this comfortable niche that them two are in, and in the rotation that's working right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's working to where they both can eat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They start the game out together, then they stagger. It's what we predicted over the summer. Okay. Another donation. Y'all gotta
man.
Y'all gotta stop. Y'all
I don't know what's going on. Does somebody hack y'all accounts, bro? I appreciate you, King. For sure. No, thank you.
Man, God dog assassin. No, we appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the love, man, because it motivates us to work harder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've been very, very busy. That's why you haven't seen us. Life has been like.
So, we're not beefed out. Don't worry.
No. No, we're good, man. But yeah, like I said, with them finding that niche, staggering them to they're getting comfortable, less turnovers. I think we found a spot.
Yeah.
I think we found a spot.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And they want it to work. You can see they want it to work. JB Bickerstaff just said the game before last in the post game interview that Jaden Ivey is willing to do whatever it takes to make this work. Right. And I just love the spirit about him, man. I just love how low maintenance, and a lot of these guys are low maintenance, like no baggage. But he's shown it through the roller coaster he's had in his early career, from not having Cade the first season to being sat down the second season, to now still committed to the process. That's a Joe Dumars-ish type of feel to me. Somebody who's just very low maintenance and who just comes to work and does his job and continuously works at his craft. So I love that about him. That's one of the reasons why I want him to be here long term, is because he has the right mindset for this type of team. And so does Cade. They both do. So I'm really excited about this. Bro, can y'all, man,
look, y'all gotta stop, man.
Y'all gotta stop, man. Enough is enough. Enough is enough, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, thank you. Thank y'all, man, for real. But all right. All right. Man, this is insane. Of course,
Marv,
man. Marvin don't be messing around.
Wait. First of all, I appreciate everybody else. Marv, you owe me $20 for all the trouble.
He just gave it to you.
For 20 years. I mean, for 10 years, I've been dealing with you. You owe me $20. No,
he just gave it to you. There you go. Y'all good now. Y'all straight. Y'all good. Man.
Dope, man.
Crazy. Yeah. No, but honestly, this just shows us that we're doing something right. That's what this tells me. This gives me the confirmation that, okay, we just got to keep doing what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all rocking with us and we appreciate that. We rocking with y'all. That's one thing we always try to make sure y'all feel like y'all part of the conversation. Like y'all not listening to us talk, but y'all are here too. So let's all talk. You know what I mean? So we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all's appreciation.
Yeah.
For real.
Really.
Y'all keep making me forget what I was about to say. What were we talking about, bro? I just forgot that quickly.
It was Ivy.
Yeah, J.I., man. I love that spirit about him. And that's why I want him to be here long term, just because of his mindset and just his low maintenance. You don't hear about his name and anything. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah, it's a good thing that we need. And he's going to continue to get better and better because he works hard all the time. Speaking of which, let's get to that. Yeah. So this was, okay, so look. I would like to, I'm going to go ahead and say, I thought I was the first person that made this claim way before the season started. I think we both did. We both talked about this, but Jaden Ivey is the most improved player. I felt like he had the best shot. I think K could be in the running too, but I think for most improved player, it's all about the jump that was made. You know what I mean? It's where you started from and where you ended up. Yeah. We all saw K, what he could do last season. We all saw it. We saw through the roster. We saw through how bad the team was to still see he was that deal. We all knew it. So I think his floors is higher than Jaden's was because of their situation and their circumstance. Right. Jaden, he lost his starting spot to Killian Hayes. You know what I mean? So some people were wondering, he was in trade. People, whether they want to admit it or not, people were saying we should trade him and Isaiah Stewart and 2 first-rounders for Devin Booker. That's all I kept hearing. That's all I kept hearing. You weren't hearing about anybody else in trade rumors other than really J.I. So I think seeing his ascension now and just seeing how much better he is as a player and being allowed to play his game again and his shooting ability and now his defense too coming into play, I think he has the biggest gap to be able to make that jump to most improved player because we already knew what Cade was. And Cade has grown and gotten better. But the rate and the gap that J.I. has from last season to this season gives him the biggest jump, in my opinion.
Man, listen, the sky's the limit for Ivy, man.
Man, what? It
really is. The jump from last season to this season is obviously crazy. The point percentage is obviously crazy, right? But because of that 3-point ability that we see right now, it just took this to a whole nother stratosphere.
Right.
Because not only that, he's learned how to adjust his speed. He's not just overusing his speed and all over the place and just wild. He knows when to stop and go now. It's
Mm-hmm.
going to get better. He's only going to continue to fine tune his game. Obviously, me and you both personally knowing how hard he works
Yeah.
over the summer, and the
Yep.
dog that's in him as far as his bloodline, you know,
Bro,
it's
that dude is always in the gym, bro.
always
All the time.
gonna
That's
be
just where he's at. You know what I mean? He's with his family or he's in the gym.
yeah.
That's where he's at.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I'm really excited about his growth. And like you mentioned, his father, his mother, just their work ethic, their professionalism. You know what I mean? He was around that as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just naturally going to be who he is. He's picked those habits up naturally. So there is no question about that. That's just what he's going to do regardless. The way we're going to talk about Pistons regardless, we rather do with y'all.
Yeah.
He's going to be in the gym regardless. You know, he's just going to be in the gym. So that is going to breed confidence and success as long as he keeps getting the opportunity. And we got a coach that's giving him that. Bro, what is happening tonight, bro? I feel like is this a different reality? Like, do I have like Doctor Strange's ring right now? Because like I feel like I'm just like in a different, like, what's going on, man? This is crazy. This is wild, man.
I haven't had this happen to me in about 5 years, man.
I mean, I haven't had this happen to me ever.
Y'all are man, y'all just don't understand.
It's an early Christmas, King.
It's been a lot of work. A lot of work. Y'all, I appreciate y'all so
This
much.
is wild, bro. This is wild, man. Nah, but
Y'all
like
are-
that just once again, it just shows me, man, like, you know, how y'all really rocking with us, man. That means a lot. That means so much. It does. It means so much because we just want to bring whatever we can to y'all, man. So yeah, I rock with all y'all, man. Like, and I'm not just saying that because of that, but I'm just saying, like, we tried to. I think we always do a good job of trying to make sure y'all understand. You know, we really are genuine with this. This is not. Like I've been Pistons fan since I was 3-4 years old, man.
We got a whole banner. We don't use this banner no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's not what we on here for. We don't ask anybody for nothing.
Right.
We love to come and talk to our teams. We love to be in here with y'all. We love to hear y'all opinions. This is the safe place for us. This is
exactly
where we can unwind and relax from real life. So I appreciate y'all for being in here with us, man. And you know, for you guys to do what y'all doing tonight, that's amazing, man. That's amazing. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all guys for that.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't have to do that at all.
Nah.
100% appreciate y'all.
Can't say that enough, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
See, this is what I'm talking about, Marvin. This is what I'm talking about.
Man.
Like this. You
I gotta hear this story one day. I don't think I heard this story before.
And it's still on site when I see you.
It can't be on site now, bro. That's the most strangest thing. After you got that bread. Oh man. You said you want an interest, huh? Man. Yeah. He said, yeah, I ain't had no. Wow, that's deep, bro.
Wow.
See, that's what means the most. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's the stories. The stories, man. That's what's up. Y'all some real ones, man. Y'all some real ones. I think King is about to shed a tear. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, shut up.
You know, he keep pulling his hat down like this. You know, y'all see him.
It's hot in here. The fan blowing.
You ain't even got your main light on. Anyway, yeah, you ain't slick.
You know.
Bro, what in the world is going on, bro? What?
Stop!
Hey,
I'm sorry to
now. Hey, listen, you got to now, bro. You have to now. You got to now. Hey, what you got some onions somewhere? Go grab some onions and a knife and come back over here. We gotta see some tears now, dog. Take your glasses off. Go find the onion. Bring it back with a knife. I want to see it, and I'm gonna talk about LeBron James as you do it too.
It's been y'all killing me right now. Y'all killing me, man. Between everything that we got going on, a lot of people been questioning me and Deuce been into it or something, which is crazy.
Yeah, nah.
We've just been busy. My
wife been busy, man.
My wife is pregnant right now. New baby coming. Working.
Hey, y'all give it up for King, bro. Y'all give it up for King for having another one on the way, bro. Ain't that dope?
Man, on the news, doing this with this and that, and over here. He been everywhere on TV. It's been a lot. Y'all, I know y'all be watching behind the scenes, but it's been a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And we want to be more consistent for y'all.
Yeah.
But it's been a lot of work, man.
Yeah, man. So this, man, we very, very. I can't say it enough, man. He still said he want to see them tears though.
Yeah, man. Listen,
maybe throughout the course of the show, I'll bring up LeBron, and then it'll be organic. We won't even need no onion. We'll try that way.
I'm trying not to because I'm ugly when I cry, man.
You ugly when you don't.
Whatever. Light skin, man. Talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Anyway, bro, they calling this the nightcap version, the Detroit nightcap version, the Ocho Cinco and Shannon. So I guess I'm naturally Ocho Cinco, and you're Shannon.
The pretty guy. I got to be the big dude.
I got to get my Ocho Cinco voice.
I got the Hennessy. I just need the do-rag and the cigar, I guess.
But King, hold on now. We got to think about this now. You got to take your time with that. You know, you can't just run straight into that. You know, I'm gonna work on my Ocho Cinco. I'm working on Ocho Cinco. But Marvin, stop, bro.
Marvin, I'm flat out gonna whoop your ass.
Well, I started watching King in third grade. I'm 16.
That's it, man.
Not to bring them tears though. Like
the next time you see me, when is your birthday? Look, so story. I want his, Marvin, man, his wife. You have a beautiful wife, lucky man. She invited me to surprise Marv at his birthday.
Oh, that's dope.
Showed up. It was great, man. Great birthday party. It was dope. But the next time I show up, it's on site. It's on site.
How you gonna say all that? It took a detour very quickly, bro. Like,
hey, you could have just.
What is dog? Where he just got left. Bro, when y'all quit, all I'm seeing is like different. I'm seeing a rainbow in the chat, bro. Will y'all stop, bro? Come on, man. Y'all are going crazy, bro.
Stop, man.
Bro, what in the world, bro?
First of all, King Davis is Big A. That's my brother, by the way.
Oh, hey, what's up, bro? I didn't even know that was him. What's up, my dog?
Lunch on me next month, of course, bro. I got you. I can't wait till you get in town. We finna have a ball.
Hey, I gotta meet you, bro. I haven't met him in person yet.
He coming in December.
Okay, bet it up. Yeah, we gotta do that for sure.
This is crazy.
Y'all on some other stuff, man. I told him I just saw the whole rainbow in the chat. Like,
y'all done hijacked my show, man.
That's wild, man. What we gonna do, bro? I mean, look, what we gonna do is give them what they want. We gonna keep talking Pistons. That's what we gonna do.
All right.
Next topic, bro. What is going on, man? It seems to me like every time he gets into a rhythm, he gets hurt.
Right.
You know what I mean? Every time. Like last season, he got into a rhythm, got hurt. This season, he had a rough start to the season, right? As far as him trying to figure out what is, he just didn't seem comfortable on the court. Even as far as setting screens, he looked like he was afraid to set screens because he was always getting caught for offensive foul. And he was just kind of very uncomfortable, not in the rhythm. The last few games, that hasn't been happening. He's been playing it. It seems like him and Kate have figured out that timing, right? Because you never see Stu get caught for offensive foul on screens. So it seemed like Jalen Duren, he was just starting to catch his rhythm. He was committed to the defensive end. You know what I mean? Like the last few games, he's been rebounding like a dog again. Just protecting the rim, even looking for his offense. It's just, and then he gets hurt. I hope it's not for long. That's all I can really say. I hope it's not for a long time because I don't want him to lose that rhythm. And even aside from that, I don't want him to have long-term ankle problems because these ankles, man, we've seen it with players. When they re-injure the same ankle here and there, it affects them long-term. So I just hope that he is able to somehow stay away from this injury bug, man. What are your thoughts on JD? Well, what'd I miss?
Nothing, man. I'm just trying to keep myself from crying right now.
Oh, see, y'all done made, yes. Hey, that's a good thing. That's what they want. Go ahead. Should I keep talking so you can keep working yourself up?
Shut up, man. Listen, man. Okay, all right.
Oh, y'all got it. I actually saw it. his two fingers was what pause. Let me stop. Let me just shut up. Yeah, he was bro, where you go, man? Y'all really made him cry for real. I'm not an emotional person. I'm come on, bro. Hey man. Y'all know I'm a jokester, bro.
Oh,
But y'all really have just given me more confidence, man.
not only is y'all making me fucking emotional, my wife crying now.
Man, like y'all, yeah, like I was just telling them, bro, I'm not even an emotional person like that, but I don't know, man. This is wild. I've never seen this before. I've never, you know what I'm saying? I would never expect this doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at the comments to see what I want to talk about. To see, oh, hey, that's a good point. Let's talk about that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like this is crazy. I don't even know how to feel right now. This is wild, man. This is like the whole vibe just changed. Like just because I don't even know how to feel, bro. This is wild, man. Like I just really want to say thank you to everybody. And as I'm talking, man, y'all just continue just to pour out the love, man. This is wild, man. I don't even know what to think. I just really just am appreciative, man. And it's not even just that. It's just y'all always have shown me love, man. I know I'm kind of new on this side of the fence. Y'all know I do music and all that. I'm just a musician who happens to know my Pistons and love my Pistons. But y'all have shown me a lot of love, man, in a very short period of time. And I really appreciate that for sure. You know, y'all probably like, who is this light-skinned dude just popping out of nowhere thinking he know hoops? Y'all probably thought I was 19 years old first time I met y'all. You know what I mean? I'm twice that age, by the way. But yeah, I just want to say thank y'all for wrapping your figurative arms around me. You know what I mean? And just allow me to be in this space with y'all as a musician who happens to love Detroit Pistons. I really want to say thank y'all for that. That means a lot. For real. Now I'm about to get emotional. I'm not even that kind of dude. All right, let me let's go to the next topic, man. Yeah, Bobby and Paul Reed, man. We talked about Paul Reed a little bit. I am trying to figure out. I had my moment too, bro. They caught me slipping for a second. That's crazy. Yeah, they caught me slipping too.
I hate y'all.
Me too. Me too.
I hate y'all, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, man. I love y'all fellas. Y'all.
Yeah, man.
And y'all been here for so long.
Yeah, but like I said, longer than me, man. Like I was just thanking everybody, bro, for allowing a musician who knows and loves Pistons basketball to be in this space with y'all. You know, I was just telling everybody, man, the way y'all just kind of embrace me. You know what I'm saying? Like, King, you just embrace me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told you I wanted to get involved on this side of the fence, and you never, guys, let me tell y'all something. This is one of the few people that have never had any ulterior motives or intentions when it came to helping me. I want to say that on video while we're being recorded live. Like, and that's not any shade to anybody or anything. This is just about him. He's always been that way. He's given me sound advice. He's helped me make tough decisions, the right decisions I would have probably made differently had I not had him there in my corner. And he never asked for anything. He never asked for anything. He still to this day has not asked for anything.
And never will.
And he never will. Which is why you guys show him the love like you did tonight.
Yeah, my brother Big A in the comments to tell you that's how my daddy raised us, man.
Same here. Same here, bro. So I just want to say that. I just want to shout you out, bro, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, bro. I wouldn't be in this position. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I would even still have the desire to still want to do this. if you wasn't here. So I just want to shout you out and salute you and give you your flowers because you deserve them too, man, for real.
Listen, you, like I said, I don't with I don't talk sports with a lot of people the way that I talk sports with brothers. You know what I'm saying? And Big A, Willie, Juan, those guys.
Yeah,
Y'all know Piston sports. That's why I feel comfortable talking with y'all on that level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And from the beginning, since we first ran across each other, you know what I'm saying? From the beginning, I just said, man, this brother right here know what he's talking about. But not only that, like I tell you all the time, I like to be involved with genuine people. You know what I'm saying? Not people that got a motive,
right?
Gain off of you. My man Chris spoke on the situation earlier. He was surprised that we're not with a certain platform. I'm not gonna say the name, but I rock with genuine people.
Yep.
I don't work for people. I'm not a foot soldier. I do what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put
unapologetically.
Unapologetically. We're gonna run the marathon our way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So and y'all help us along the way, keeping us here because listen, we all been in here. We've all been in here through these terrible Pistons decades, right? You know what I'm saying? The worst times to be Pistons and Lions fans, man. God, dog.
I can't even get my thought out, bro.
From day one, y'all been here. We've been here every single season, no matter how bad the season we went through last season.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
It was times where I had mental battles of contemplating, like, should I just do Lions content?
Yeah.
But the only thing that kept me coming in front of the camera was y'all. Y'all will be in my Lions videos. Like, when are you gonna talk about that? You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's
so,
facts.
Give y'all self credit too. Toot your own horn, Deuce, man, because you know your sports, man. Like I said, don't call yourself just a musician. You know Pistons basketball to a team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From the eras before, we both the same age. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
You know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah. I appreciate it, man.
And
go ahead. You said what?
Toot y'all horns because y'all be in these comments. Y'all drop the same amount of knowledge in these comments.
Exactly.
We don't sit here and fuss and argue and fight with y'all.
Nah. Not at all. Not at all, man. So yeah, like you said, man, like y'all gotta give yourself credit too. King, let me get Can I hold a dollar, King? Let me hold a dollar.
You and Marvin. Not only with Marvin, you too, K. When I see you on it's on site. It's on site. What's going on, Elton, man? I done got ambushed tonight, Elton, bro. Listen, this is full circle. I just told y'all this ain't happened in years and years and years, right?
Okay.
Elton and my man James Gibson, they was the ones that hit me that night. And just I couldn't even utter a word, man. You know what I'm saying? These dudes dropped donations that night and it made me speechless. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't had a night like that until now. And like I said, it's man, y'all just don't understand how much I appreciate y'all. Because like I said, I don't come on here to get nothing from nobody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to have something like this happen is crazy to me. Yeah. I don't even know how to react.
That's what I'm saying.
So y'all done made me cry like a little.
I love it. I am going to grill him about this for years, y'all. Y'all just don't know. I'm already thinking of jokes. That's why I ain't said nothing basketball in the past 5 minutes. So thank y'all again for that. Give yourselves credit. Let's try to get back to it, man. Oh my. Every time I try,
y'all trying to make me wash y'all car, ain't you? That's what trying to do. That's what trying to do. You remember that night? Wash my car.
Man.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I think this calls for a Detroit basketball, singing Detroit basketball. Y'all want one? I know y'all asked for the tears. Let me know if y'all want a Detroit basketball, and I got y'all. I'm gonna start doing that in every video too. Everybody was saying I should do that. Like you should open your videos with that singing Detroit basketball. So I'm gonna do that. I'm
gonna spit a verse then.
Come on. Hey, give me an I-16, bro. I know it's in you. I'm still trying to get you to come to the studio. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, King do got bars though. Like low key, I ain't even gonna hold you up.
This is what I'm talking about, bro. See, this is what I'm talking about. Silverback. I can't wait to boy. Wait till I get to the group chat after this, bud.
I'm streaming. That's hilarious. Big A, shout out, bro. Yeah, let me know when you in town for show so we can link up. All right. Detroit basketball. How was that?
That was extra light skinned it.
I hate you, dog. I thought I was going to get a compliment. I thought I was pretty good. Here he come. Here he come with the jokes. I had it coming, though. I had it coming.
Appreciate you.
Hey, let's get to that, bro. Let's get to that.
Please. Hold on, wait.
What's up?
Shout out to Wifey. This is Wifey from my other YouTube.
Oh, what's up?
Right here.
What's up?
She's right. Count your days, Aaron. When you get here, I swear it's gonna be a misunderstanding. We're gonna move some furniture.
Oh, that's Wifey. I thought you said that was his wife.
No, that's my wife.
Yeah, that's Wifey. Okay.
On
What up,
my
though?
YouTube channel.
Man. Yeah, let's get to it. Let's talk about Asar real quick, bro.
Right.
Like I mentioned earlier, I thought we would have more dubs at this point because I didn't think that he would have been out the first 9 games of the season and counting. I thought maybe the first week or two, and maybe just first week that he would be out. So I'm a little bit concerned, man. And from what I understand, this is more about the NBA signing off on him coming back than it is the Pistons because they're allowing him to practice and things like that. I checked the injury report. It just says reconditioning every game. Reconditioning. So I'm not really even sure what that means. You know what I mean? But from what I understand, this is more about the NBA protocol. They have to sign off on allowing him to be able to come back and clear protocols, not the Pistons organization. So just wanted to say that. But with that, like, I don't know what this means, especially when you have guys like Ron Holland who are ascending. You know what I mean? Like, I believe those guys can coexist. And if they can both have respectable jump shots, respectable 3 balls, the two of them playing together on the court, oh my God. Oh my Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like, So maybe I just hope he's able to get back on the court, and I hope this is not a lingering thing. I hope it's not a lingering thing. It's kind of weird to me how he's able to fly, but he's not able to play with the blood clot. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. I just found that kind of puzzling. I don't know. But what you think? Go ahead.
It's a weird shout out to you, Elton, man. Again, brother, I appreciate it all the time, every time.
Elton, real one.
Listen, this situation with Asari is just weird. We've seen what happened with Chris Bosh, and I just don't want it to turn out to be that situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's tricky with blood clots, man. It's not something you want to play around from. It's not something you want to take a chance of something breaking free and going through your bloodstream. So they have to be careful with the amount of impact and contact that he has when he's out there on the court.
Right.
It's just so vague.
Yeah.
It's so vague. And, you don't know where to put your finger on anything.
You don't know where to start.
We don't know where to start. And you want him out there because we have his duplicate out there on the court. Having 2 of them would be a nightmare. That is your Mike James and Lindsey Hunter.
Yeah. Just bigger versions.
Yeah, like I said, bigger versions, more athletic versions. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to see him get out on the court, man. But of course, obviously, health and safety first.
Yeah, of course.
But it sucks. It absolutely sucks for him and Clintman not to be able to hit the court. Man, where is he at, bro? So, like, I'm seeing calf contusion. He was straight for summer league and all that. And then it's just like he just went down.
Listen, man, I don't know what's going on. I'm just more so anxious to see him play because of what I saw. You know what I'm saying? Like we all saw it, man. We all saw how he was just miles ahead of the rest of the defense. Like he was just, you know how like you look. King is the Lions connoisseur, so I could talk QBs. They always talk about quarterbacks being way ahead of the play, right? Or seeing the play in slow motion. He sees it like he's playing around. He's having fun. He's doing these like he's having fun. He's so far ahead of what everyone else sees on the court. It's crazy. Like you can literally see that. So I'm just like, where is he at? That's my only thing for saying stuff like that. Because I know what I saw. I know what I saw with my eyeballs on that court. And even when Summer League stopped, I know what I saw from him. And what he showed me is that he can contribute now. Right now. It's going to take time because he's got to get his conditioning and all that back. But I'm just saying up here, and as far as physically, the way we see Ron Holland contributing now, he can contribute in his own way now.
Who's being displayed for further down the line is my question. Paul Reed on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Clintman with the longest calf contusion I ever had.
Bro.
Like this contusion must be diabolical.
Man, it's all contused up in there. You know what I'm saying?
But I think Hutch gonna come back before Bobby does, bro. Like what is
man? At this point, I'm about to start calling it calf confusion because I don't know what's going on, bro.
Like, what are we doing, bro? What's really going on,
man?
And it's, but on a serious note, listen. Obviously, for his skill set, it's something that we can definitely use out there on the court.
Yeah.
The ability to pass, the ability to shoot, his length, the ability to run down the court at his position and size. We can definitely use that because we need the Pistons to be able to run. They're better when they're out and running.
Yep.
But I kind of, with Chris earlier, Chris made a comment about Stu. He would rather see Paul instead of Stu. Stu been playing his butt off these last couple, here and there these last couple of games. He's been playing his butt off. I gotta give credit where credit is due.
Yeah, for sure.
And when Durant couldn't do it, guess who did it? Stu.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think for me personally, there's still a place on this team for Stu. It's just you just have a backup of big guys right now. And something got to shake. Either you're going to send Clintman to the G League or just on the end of the bench, or somebody got to move somewhere. Something got to happen. Or the rotation is going to have to change with those guys. And, obviously it's a good problem to have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But somebody got to go somewhere.
So here's my take on that. You're right. We have a lot of depth on this team, especially at that wing big position. I'm just wondering who can play what as far as positions. Because just because these guys are tall doesn't. I heard a lot. I'm not sure about you, but on draft night and soon thereafter, I heard a lot about Ron Holland at the 2. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So if he could do that, that changes everything. You know what I'm saying? As far as Clintman and all these other guys having a role, I'm just watching to see what these guys' capabilities are. Can Ron Holland really play the 2? You know what I mean? As a souped up KCP on steroids eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like, or I think that changes the game. If they all are just really suited to play 3 and 4, it's an issue. But I want to see what these guys can do because we really haven't seen enough of these guys to know what they're going to be doing long-term. You know what I'm saying? So I think you're right. I think as of right now, as we sit, based on what we know, something has to give. But I'm just kind of wondering if some of these guys' versatility can go a little bit farther than we thought, even as far as playing different positions than we thought. That's just kind of what I'm thinking about. But you're right. Like, to your point, as of right now, as you sit today, it does look pretty crowded
It looks
in that wing room.
And because I'm still in the business of we still need a backup point guard. You know what I'm saying? Looking at other spots on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we just started the season. And it's too early to be sitting here talking about some trades and everything else.
Right.
But it's just it's a cluster of bigs, man. You got to figure out what you're gonna do with it.
This is another thing too. Tobias is on a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
So if we're able to keep these guys together, that's a lot of minutes that opens up if we don't bring him back, which I wouldn't imagine we would, because we're expecting these guys to take jumps, right? So that changes things too. Now that opens up minutes at the 4. So now, as far as your starting position and your backup position, that helps 2 guys, and then again, if you have guys who can play different roles as to what we thought originally, that also changes things. Maybe you could have Ron Allen as your backup too. I'm just thinking about what the possibilities could be. Like, we talk about the Pelicans and how they have all these rangy guys, right, that can play multiple spots. And defensively, they were very sound last year. So it's just like, it just makes me kind of think about that. If you have guys who can do things that aren't what you would call orthodox, you know what I mean? Shout out to Priv FC.
All the way in Australia, man.
Sydney, that's what's up.
That's what's up, bro.
Oh, hey, that's what's up. Hey. Okay. So you've been following, do you mean you've been a Pistons fan since 08, or you've been following King since 08? Because King been doing this forever.
He's a new subscriber. He's been following the Pistons since 2000.
Oh, okay. So you've been so you came in right at the Pistons downfall.
Yeah, right after the glory, yep.
Because 08, that was when we played the Celtics. That was the last time we were really in contention in the Eastern Conference. Because 2009, we had AI. That's when we traded Chauncey. We had AI here. We got swept by LeBron in the first round, all that. So you came at the very tail end when we still had Ben was already gone when you got here. Ben was gone when you got here. We still had Dice, Sheed, Rip, Chauncey, Tay.
Look at this dude, bro. See, this is what I'm talking about.
What I missed?
Off the top of your dome, you just know who we had on the team, what year it was.
Oh, man. I can't help it, bro.
What kind of cars the players was driving. You know everything, man.
I can't help it, bro. Just like, go ahead.
No. But seriously, though, I mean, that was right after the glory.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And for you to come in at that time and still be rocking with the Pistons.
Yeah, good point.
That's something right there, man. Because like I said, it's been some decades since we've been on that, since we've been to that stage where we left.
Right. Yeah, so, you came when we fell off a cliff, for real. Like,
yeah.
Wow.
But I'm gonna tell you this, because you didn't get a chance to experience it. Listen, when the Pistons are at the top, it's the
nothing
greatest thing in the world, man.
I'm gonna say this, though, King. We have an extra connection to that championship because it happened when we graduated, bro. I'm not taking nothing away from how great it was, but for us, it was just like heaven, bro.
Yeah.
For that to happen the year you graduate, it felt like it didn't feel real, because I remembered, I'm sure you do too, vaguely, the back-to-back. And I remembered how long it had been since we had won. Mm-hmm. So the likelihood of that happening when I graduate high school, nothing like it, man. Nothing like it. So, but you're right. It's nothing like it. It's because the fans here go above and beyond for their teams when they are winning. King, take it away.
Listen, excuse me. This is right here is, I stand on this hill. That team, and also the team with Brandon Jennings.
Facts.
I always felt like if we'd have just waited a little bit longer, we could have did something, man. I just felt like injuries derailed it a lot. Injuries to Reggie Jackson.
Yep.
Injuries, obviously the devastating injury to
the Jennings.
Yeah, Jennings.
Yeah. Achilles, yeah.
We talking about Jennings was dropping 21 assist nights, bro.
Yeah, bro. Back to back games, 20 assists.
Drummond was a beast at that point.
Yep.
He actually was motivated to play.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? This was before, everything fell off to where he would not give effort certain games, where you see him in that interview with them young kids telling them, like, you got to come and bring it every night. This was before we seen that Drummond. This was still young Drummond, wild hair, brace face Drummond.
Right.
Man, out there on
in
ESPN.
commercials.
Commercials on ESPN. He was dogging.
Yep.
Brandon Jennings was a beast.
He was a catalyst. Point. And you could see it. You could see how much fun Drummond had playing with him when he would throw a oop off the glass and he'd catch it and throw it down, and he pushed Brandon's head, like good stuff. Like, you would see the chemistry was there. He felt like, I think that was when he felt like for the first time he had somebody who could bring out the best in him.
They were making the Pistons marketable is what they were doing.
Facts.
It was all falling into place. In this league, at the end of the day, we all know this is a business, right?
Yeah.
The Pistons were becoming marketable. They were on ESPN and Fox Sports every single night doing something that they played.
Right. Yeah.
Those two eras, man, those two teams, I just wish they had more time.
I want to get to this. And by the way, if we miss any comments, when this is over, drop them down there so we can get to them next time. Because we all just got all these thoughts at the top of our head. So, like, if we don't see anything, we miss something, if we don't get to it tonight, just drop it in this video. We'll get to it in the next video. Chris said, can this team be better than Reggie, KCP, Tobias, Moore, and Drummond era? Yes. Absolutely. Let's just go position by position. So Reggie, Cade. I think Cade is already better than Reggie was when he was here, if we're being honest. KCP and J.I. I think J.I. has a much higher ceiling. And I love KCP. KCP was just your traditional, prototypical shooting guard.
He's a role player. He's a role player.
He's a role player.
Can be a star.
Yes.
Ivy can be a star.
Yes. Yes, exactly. So, yeah, I think, let's see, KCP, Tobias. You want to go with Asar for now, since that's who the guy we thought would be the three as of right now?
Yeah, I guess.
What are you thinking at the three, like long term? Because he said,
because like I said, we don't have nobody long term but him. Those other guys are on short contracts, so
right.
I guess you got to kind of have to.
Yeah. I would take Asar. We haven't seen enough of them.
We haven't seen enough of them,
but as far as what this team is trying to be, what this team identity is, I would take Asar. I'm just being real. Morris over this Tobias today. Give me Marcus Morris.
Right. Yeah, this Tobias today ain't that Tobias.
He's struggling. This Tobias today is struggling right now. Marcus Morris is nice for us.
Here's where I don't know if we gonna agree or disagree.
Let's go.
I ain't taking Durant over Drummond.
Ooh, okay. Let's talk about it. Let me think. Okay.
Drummond's a better rebounder.
Yeah.
Drummond on the defensive end gave more effort to him. And we talking about the era before he slouched off.
Okay.
Before he slouched off.
Okay.
On the defensive end, people actually cared. He was there.
That's fair.
On the ability to run up and down the floor, it is unmatched.
Very true.
We had a Andre Drummond who was defending Dwayne Wade and stripping the basketball from him multiple times a game.
You're right.
You ain't getting that from no Durant right now.
You're right.
And this is, a lot of people. Listen, I love Durant.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But a lot of people, when Durant came here, is like, man, he gonna be what Drummond never could be. I feel like Durant's in a better position than Drummond was.
Yeah.
We just mentioned some of the guard play and some of the guards that was here, and then some of the coaching that was here. And then the way that they advertised Drummond was absolutely wrong from the beginning.
I agree.
He's been a role player instead of the player. So I got to go with Drum, bro. I just do. At this point right now, because Drum was young then.
Right.
Durant is young now. And Durant is giving me problems getting up and down the floor, giving effort on defense. You know what I'm saying? So I got to go with Drum. That's just me.
I will say this, man. He went to 2 All-Star games. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't happen as early, but you're right. it's interesting because coming out of college, what did he play? Was it UConn he played? I think UConn, right? Coming out of college, his motor was questioned. But early in his career here, I didn't see that
at all.
I saw him up and down. I didn't see that, just personally.
If this would have happened last night, because this is a great comment, you think they win that game last night if Drummond was on the court?
But to be fair, Jalen Duren wasn't in the game either.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Why wasn't he in the game?
That's a fair point because he would. But these injuries have been kind of just weird, though.
Yeah.
But he was more durable. I got to give it to you. The best ability is what? I'm with you. I'm with you. So, but I do, to Duren's defense, I do think he would have grabbed. There's no way he's. Because here's the thing: if y'all been paying attention, Jalen Duren has been barking at certain players, man, in certain draft classes. I've been noticing that he did it with Jabari. He's done it with a few other guys. So I'm just saying. But there's no way Brandon Miller sneaks in there and gets that rebound and that tip in with Jalen Duren. No, it just doesn't happen. I feel you because you're right. Drummond, there's no way he would have. No way. There's no way. Drummond is the best rebounder in the world when he was playing, right? In the world. He still got records that haven't been broken. But yeah, I think Jalen Duren also, to his credit, I don't think he's a terrible rebounder or anything like that. No. But yeah, I do tend to agree with you as far as the situation. You know, if Drummond had a Cade, you know what I'm saying, to help him in that pick and roll, because he set good screens too. If we're talking about it,
he had one for a minute.
He was a good screen setter, right?
He had a Cade for a second,
right? In B Jennings,
when Jennings, right?
Yeah, I feel like Reggie was solid, but Reggie would often be looking for his own offense too much for me.
No, he's just selfish. Reggie selfish.
Yeah, I didn't. Cade is an unselfish player. He's looking to get 15 assists instead of 25 points. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different mindsets. So you're right. To your credit, if he had Cade as his point guard, a big Drummond, a big that'd have been tough. That'd have been super tough. I'm with you on that one.
Part of the reason, honestly, I believe like Drummond wants to come here and retire, but I kind of feel like he do want to come here and play with Cade too.
I mean, who don't? You know what I'm saying? That's a good point. That'll be fun to watch. It'd be fun to watch for sure. So yeah, to answer that question, I would definitely take this team ceiling over that team ceiling. But I understand your point about that comparison. I think that's very fair. Because I think Drummond got a very unfair shake when he was here because he was trying to be pigeonholed to be Hakeem Olajuwon or Joel Embiid. And that just wasn't his game. You know what I mean? It wasn't his game. He's not a first option. Never has been, never will be. Doesn't have to be. That's not his game. You know what I'm saying? So you allow him to do what JD does. He does it very well. I'll just say that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, man? I've been screaming about this for years. Players in general need to get back to ankle support. Listen, Steph Curry is not having the issues that he had until he figured that out.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Wrapping them ankles up properly, wearing that proper protection, wearing the right type of shoes, those things. You out there trying to be cute for what?
Right.
Bro? Put some damn high top shoes on.
I don't understand. Is that really what it is? Is it just they just don't like the way they look? Like what is
I don't get it, man. Because
I don't get it either.
Every time they tweak their ankles, it's like, bro, you don't got no ankle support on, period.
Yeah.
You making it easy.
Yeah.
Or the injuries may not be as severe if you got the right support around your ankles.
Right.
I don't want to sound like the old man here, but I mean,
no.
Bro,
I mean, it's true.
It's too frequent, especially with him right now. Bro, wrap your ankles up. Wear some different shoes.
Right.
You wear Rasheed jerseys. Wear some Rasheed shoes.
Right. But no, don't wear the A1s though. Do not wear the A1s because as you know, she be rocking them A1s, bro. Like don't. I miss you even more. Ooh, man. Hey, what do you think about this? Remember this? Jennings with them no-look, them fake Brown. He used to do that all the time. Those fake Brown. I used to hate when Rondo did it, but I love when Jennings did it.
That was a great era to be a fan too. Even though we ain't like one of those championship, it was fun.
It was fun,
man.
It was fun. Yeah, it was nice to see Dre put in position to be successful You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As opposed to this back to the basket stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Commercials had the president saying his name and everything else. That was dope.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Jump man. Obama. Remember that campaign they had for Dre? It's funny, man. When I met Dre, bro, it was funny because real quick story. When I met Dre, I forgot where it was now, but it was at an event, and I think the All-Star voting had just finished, and Vucevic had just beat him out for that final spot, and I was just like, "Are you kidding me?" Because at that time, Joan was better than him.
Right.
And so when I met her, I just said, and it's on camera, I said, I didn't even say what's up. I was just like, bro, Vucevic though? And he started laughing like, hey man, hey, whatever, it's over now. But it's just like, come on, bro. Like,
man, he went bananas on Gobert after that one snub.
Wow, I forgot about that.
Went bananas. I forgot about that. Gobert. That wasn't no stat pad in there. He whooped Gobert ass.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like he's too strong for a lot of these guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the Cat is a better cover for him than Gobert is. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just more girthy. But yeah, I used to love watching him just when he had the advantage, just take advantage of it. Living on the boards, even in the paint, just backing guys down and just yamming on them because he knew he had the advantage. He had that dog, man. He had that mentality to go dominate his matchup. So yeah, I wish he would have got a fair shake, man, when he was here because he really wasn't put in position. He was not.
I believe that Tobias right now for the Pistons is the new most polarizing guy on the Pistons right now.
Okay.
And it's simply because of a jump shot right now. When Tobias was here back in the day, I had an issue with his defense all the time. Like, bro, would you play some help side defense? Now he's playing the defense, can't knock down a doggone shot from outside. That's wild. Y'all killing Harris.
Oh man, go ahead, bro.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna knock y'all because I be trolling on Twitter. I be
you do
up there, Josh Smith and everything else.
You do.
Now, I don't believe that's how he's gonna be for us the entire time. But right now, it is bad right now. He got to
pick it up
out of that kink, man. He has to get out of that, man.
Here she go.
And then the trade deadline. The trade deadline situation, right? The candidates that's going to be obviously. I want to ask you, Deuce, who's the guys that you see that are not going to have a possibility to be traded? Who's those guys they're not going anywhere?
That's not going anywhere?
Yeah.
Cade, Jaden, Stu, Holland. I don't think he's going anywhere, bro. I think he's gonna be a part of this team. And that's a great question. I want to say Asar if the health problems were not the health problems. I'm gonna go with those guys.
To me, I think the only two that are, if I'm a Pistons organization and I'm looking at what we have right now, the only two names that I have right now is Cade and Ivy. Of course, Asar and Ron, I'm not even looking at them.
Okay. I didn't know I got you.
Yeah, more like Stu and Tobias and all of those guys. Cade and Ivy, to me, are the only two names right now that are untradeable.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, untradeable right now.
I understand it.
Yeah, if you can't see the rise in Ivy, something's wrong with the franchise.
Yeah. I think that's kind of been put to bed now. I kept receipts. I may just leave them where they are because I could pull a lot of them out. I'm just seeing so many people act like everybody else forgot about what they said originally. And now everybody's just like, yeah, Ivy this, Ivy that. It's like, bro, I got a great memory. I remember what you said. Anyway, it's the proof is in the pudding, man. Like everybody's starting to see what we kind of always said the whole time, even going back to Purdue. Like this dude is different.
Right.
Just his raw ability. You know what I mean? For him, it's just the polishing that he needs.
Right.
Raw ability I think he has the most raw ability on the team.
Right.
Right. I think other guys are more. I think Cade is more polished in certain aspects of his game, right? And I think Ivy is actually starting to learn from Cade. Even he's been doing that in and out dribble to get to the hoop. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah.
But if he gets that down, it's a wrap. But he has the most natural just ceiling just off of natural raw ability. And I've always seen that. Even in past years, I've seen like, okay, that's fine, but he's still, you know what I mean? So like, he's finally being put in position to be successful.
If I could pay somebody to just take Ivy over a summer and lock him in the gym with Kyrie Irving, I would do it.
Woo!
If he could get, that handle those moves that's just gonna free him up every time, man, it's going to be virtually unstoppable.
Yeah.
Virtually unstoppable.
That's insane. Bro. That's a crazy thought.
So
it's a crazy thought.
Now, those are two players that I believe that are not movable. Players that I fortunately think won't be moved, that are possible, but they won't be moved.
Mm-hmm.
Guys like, obviously, Beasley.
Yeah.
THJ.
Yeah.
Obviously, because Cade wanted him here. What I'm saying? He wanted him here specifically for what he's doing right now.
Yep.
You're not going to take the shooting away from Cade. That puts you back to square zero. So those guys, to me, in a different trade deadline situation, yeah, maybe we use those guys to go and get something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you want to keep the shooting right now. So those two guys I have off the list right now because they literally are your shooting.
Right.
A guy that I have
makes
on
sense.
the bubble in that situation that you could possibly trade as a piece going with something else is Fontecchio.
So let's talk about him real quick. Because I want to get to Mr. Jones here too. He said, Asar got this was my thought on that. Asar got to be here long term. Picking him at 5 over multiple wings that would have helped his team. Just to trade him for anything less than the top 5 pick or star player would be an abject failure. That's kind of how I feel. Like there were a lot of guys there we could have taken. And I don't think it was just, okay, the brother went, his twin went, nah, he's going to go. Ahmed went, nah, he's, okay, we got to take, I don't think it was that. But I think that's why I think he's untouchable until further notice for right now, because we haven't seen it. And for where we took him, you know what I'm saying? That's just kind of my thought too. Go ahead.
No. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Obviously, we need to see him on the court, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. I'm still the same. I want to see players have opportunity before I trade them.
Facts.
That's just me.
Yep.
But obviously, you want to keep the shooting around. You want to keep those type of guys around.
So yeah, Fontecchio, you were saying.
Yeah, but Fontecchio, if he can't get himself together out of this funk, because he only provides one thing,
right,
and that's shooting. He's not providing defense. When he attacked the basket, my God.
It seemed like last year he was different. I don't know if it's the surgery. He doesn't look the same to me, bro. Because now I don't even want to see him shoot the ball if he has to dribble it.
Yeah.
If he's not catching it and going straight up like I like Klay Thompson, I don't want to move it. It'll come back but last year he seemed like he was a different player. But this year he just doesn't seem to be the same. I don't know if it's confidence. I don't know if he's trying to find out where he fits on the floor. It just seems different to me this year.
So I'm tying this into what I said earlier.
Okay.
With the record situation, right? You went in certain stretches here and there. You improving. You went in 2 and 3 games out of row here and there, right?
Right.
Now it's close to the deadline. Now you want to see if you can kick it into another gear. So guys like Fontecchio, guys like Marcus Sasser, I see those guys as package parts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That you can package up and go and try to bring
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, to take the team to the next notch. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, my thing with guys like Sasser, the reason why I still want a backup point guard.
Right. So you're not on the Dennis Jenkins train, huh? You're not feeling Dennis Jenkins as a backup point guard. I want to give him a shot, man.
I need a vet.
All right. You want Tyus Jones?
Yeah, I need a vet backup point guard.
Okay.
To come in behind Cade to keep everything under control. And Sasser's just not that. He's not that. And when we drafted him,
bucket.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a bucket. And right now, I kind of feel like Monty kind of ruined him a little bit because now he's out there overthinking all.
Right. Good point, bro. Good point.
all the time.
I hadn't thought about that.
Instead of just being Weapon X like we need him to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not you walk on the court. As soon as you step on the court, I'm firing that thing.
Vinny Johnson.
Yes.
For real.
Yes. That's
the work, bro.
Perfect example of what he should be doing. And because he's not, it's landed to the point where he can't even get on the basketball court now.
Right. Because he hasn't had that consistency either. He actually, because when a new coach comes in for a young player, you kind of feel like a rookie all over again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was a rookie last year, right? So now he has a whole new coach, no system. Like, he doesn't have the adaptability of being in the NBA long enough to know how to adapt. He just came in, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, for him, he's starting all over again. So other guys who are ahead of him have had a little bit different situation. So you're right. That's a good point.
Nor does he have a great veteran point guard
to teach him
with him. You see what I'm saying?
Good point.
So bad
for his sake.
Yeah, for his sake.
Yeah,
bad situation for him, man. They need to bring in a veteran in here and say, "Listen, Sass, when you get on the court, this is what happens."
Right, bro.
You need to be doing, or if you can use him in his rightful position as a scorer and put him out there and get Beasley to drag his tail and say, "Hey, listen, when you get in the game, you got one job to do.
Right,
score the basketball."
I agree.
You know I agree. You know you feisty on defense. You at least fight. You're not the biggest guy. You're not gonna stop some of the bigger guards, but tough. He can poke that ball out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be feisty on defense, but on offense, you need to be the most. You need to be Honey Badger, like little Ronnie Honey Badger, aggressive, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
That's just what he needs to be. If he want to stick on this team, if he want to get some minutes on the floor, that's what he's gonna have to turn into.
I agree. And I just hope because he's a really good player, man. I don't want to get that twisted. He's really good. Mm-hmm. I just hope he gets an opportunity wherever he is at this point, because he deserves that, because he's a really good player. Yeah. I want to get to this real quick. Mr. My City, great question, man. This is what's been on my mind. Ron Holland, man, has been a very pleasant surprise for me. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Before he got here, I did not know a lot about him.
Yeah,
I didn't. You know what I mean? I knew a lot more about his teammate than I did about him, to be honest.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Just because being real.
That's what we thought we were getting, right?
Right. We thought we might get him. So, but to my surprise, bro, he has been more than what I thought he would be. What I'm seeing from him now, I was hoping to see by the end of the season.
Yeah.
As far as contribution, he's coming in already and contributing, bro. He's not afraid. He's much more ready than I thought. He's got a much better handle than I thought. Bro, it's so many times when I watch him, just because I don't know his game yet, where he does something, I'm like, like, you do have that to your game. You know what I'm saying? But because I don't know, I'm like, don't do that. But then he shows me something. Like, that's happened so many times with me with him. So like, I am pleasantly surprised by him, man. When that happens, when you see guys coming early and already begin to make an impact and they don't even really understand what they're doing yet, those are the guys you know are going to be around for a while.
Sorry.
Let's talk about it.
Same situation.
Yeah.
With Ron Holland. You know, and like I said, I accepted a long time ago. When I found out we drafted him, I accepted. Listen, man, he can't throw a rock in the ocean from the 3-point line. I don't care.
I don't care.
Because of what I saw last night.
Thank you.
You know, man.
Yeah.
That's why I don't care.
Yep.
If you're going to be out on the court, impact the basketball game. Sometimes the game is not impacted by 3-point shooting, Dwayne Casey. Mm-hmm. You can do other things out there to impact the basketball game.
Right.
And my God, does he do it? You know what I'm saying? He's going to check your best player on the basketball court, unlike LeBron James. He's going to go out there and defend your best guard and shut him down and frustrate him and have him ready to fight.
Yeah.
He is turning it slowly but surely into our Draymond on this team.
Yeah.
He's the enforcer. As a rookie, he's your enforcer?
Yeah, bro.
Stu, listen. Stu is secretly.
Go ahead.
Getting into it with guys. Stu is secretly somewhere on the bench cheering him on, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I love it. I love it.
Don't take nothing from nobody. Ain't scared of nobody.
And nobody. No, he's not. You know what's funny? Like he's really a teammate too, bro. Like remember opening night when all that noise between Ben Mathurin and Ivy and all that stuff was going on? If you pay close enough attention, Holland started going at Mathurin himself.
Yep.
Like, no, you ain't about to try to mess with my bro. Like, I don't care what y'all got going on, but you here now. And I'm here now. I'm in the league now. I'm looking at you now too. Like he started. He was like, no, I got him, guarding him. He was getting in his face. He turned him over, was clapping in his face. I'm like, bro, this is a rookie, bro.
Yeah. But
if you watch his dad is the same way. His father is the same. Ron Holland Sr. is coming from that same. That's where he gets it from. Go ahead.
Listen, I value defense over anything.
Of course,
foremost, because before you can beat a team, you got to stop them, right?
Yep.
Ron Holland has me hype as hell watching basketball games.
Yeah, bro.
Not only because he out there frustrating people, but that effort as a rookie is monumental.
Yep.
Those are the players that help you win championships down the road. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we should know that more than anything with the way that our teams was built here in the city. But him having the ability also to get to the basket is a plus.
Yeah, for sure.
I want him to do that more. You know what I'm saying? Attack that basket more. Use your athleticism, because only two things are going to happen. Either they're going to foul you or somebody going to get dunked on or you're going to make a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, like I said, keep using what works. Keep using what works. And I got to give Bickerstaff credit, bro, because listen, you would think, man, you out there acting crazy, man. Your coaches, man, go sit down somewhere. Nah.
Yeah.
Bickerstaff is like, okay, all right, now go down there and check this guy again.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
That's the culture that you started to build. You started to build an identity. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We don't give a damn how mad you are. We gonna get in your face.
Yeah.
You know, so like I said, just to see that bleeding out of a rookie.
Yeah, bro. Already, man. He's different, bro. He's much. I'm telling you, man. He is a pleasant surprise, man. He's everything that I could have wanted from him, especially out the gate. Imagine this kid 2-3 years from now.
Yep.
It's gonna get very, very interesting around here, man. And he embodies, like you said, whenever Stu is up like that, you know what I'm saying, excited.
Yeah.
You doing something right, because Stu is the embodiment of what Detroit basketball is here when they're winning. Tough physical play, hard nose. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
When you put your coach caps on, why is Ron Holland on the floor? Obviously because of those reasons. It's gonna get to a point where you going up, you having that dog night, and you got Anthony Edwards to deal with. You got you know, whoever it may be at those guard spots you have to deal with. If you want to take some of the load off of Cade on defense, this is why Ron Holland comes into the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ron, go in there and get Anthony Edwards. Get everlasting nerve. Push him. Make sure his legs are dead by the end of this game. You know what I'm saying?
Great point, bro.
You can preserve Cade, Ivy. You can preserve your backcourt, you know, on both ends when it comes to the toughest matchup on the court. That's what you bring him in here for.
And that's why I'm excited for him. That's why I talked about perhaps his ability of being able to play the two or guard the two. You see what I'm saying? Because like you could still have him on the floor with Ivy, with Jaden and Cade, while you know what I'm saying. So like, and you can just have him. You can just cross match.
Yep.
And you can do that if you need to. Because I still am very high on Jaden's defensive ability too. Right now, I think Ron's ahead of him, but I think. Yeah, so it's just like that's the versatility of this team, bro. Like that's why I want to keep I want to keep Ron. I want to keep all these guys because you got all these guys who can all do all these things instead of just pigeonhole. This is what he does. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? It makes it really, really hard to guard on both ends.
Now with Ive, if I can talk to Ive face to face right now, I would tell him, listen, less hands, more feet. You know, a lot of the foul trouble I've been seeing him getting in because of more hands and less feet. We need more feet and less hands, man.
I agree.
Slide those feet. You fast enough. You were the quickest players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You see that block last night?
Yes.
That's what you're talking about.
Yes, man. Use them feet.
Yeah.
Use them. You got some of the quickest feet in the league. Use them on that defensive side of the basket. That's all Ron Holland is doing.
Right.
Ron Holland is not some big, strong dude.
No.
He's not.
He's
But
very
when it comes to his technique, man, he's wiry strong. But when it comes to his technique out there on defense, look at his feet.
Right.
Look at his hips. Look at his feet. Sound defensively.
Mm-hmm.
Sound defensively, man.
Yep.
So that's something that the Pistons coaching staff gonna have to put into them dudes, man, on the defensive side of the ball. Use your feet, man. Move your feet. Anticipate the movement. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you can't be out there worried about if you're gonna get crossed up and everything.
Right.
TV and all that, whatever. Bro, bad boys Pistons, go to work Pistons, didn't give a damn about none of that.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't stop everybody on every single play.
Right.
But they did majority of the time because they were consistent every single play.
Mm-hmm.
The way that they play defense.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you got to get in this team. That's got to be the identity.
One thing about I'm not sure if you saw this yesterday, but it seems to me like Cade is starting to exert himself as the leader of this team. Like, this is my team right now. There was a play, even just in his demeanor. He's more serious. He's he's like staring dudes down now. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a play yesterday where Stu got caught for offensive foul, and Cade was on the bench.
Yeah.
And as soon as Stu turned around to try to say something to the ref, Cade stood up. Hey, get your tail down here. Don't stop barking. Don't worry about them. Get down there and play defense. And Stu was like, all right.
Yeah,
Like, all right, like we talked about that. We talked about it. All right, bet.
Listen, man. Stu.
I love that.
Stu, first of all, shout out to you, Joshua. I appreciate you.
Oh, thanks, bro. Appreciate you, dog. For sure.
Stu got that Jamaican blood, man. you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He don't want to take nothing from nobody. You know what I'm saying? But for Stu to have enough respect.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? To say, all
100%.
right, man, I'm gonna put myself in check. I'm gonna go ahead and go down here. Let's move on to the next play.
Exactly.
You need that out of your leader on your team.
100%.
That with guys, man, because even to an extent, you didn't see Rasheed Wallace when he became a Detroit Piston get ejected and suspended and all of those things that he was getting important.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know why? He had respect for Ben. He had respect for Chauncey. All of his brothers out there. He's like, man, I don't want to let them down. You need that. You need that, man.
100%, bro.
That's why, that was a big moment right there for Stu and Cade. The second time we seen it.
And that's interesting, too, because Stu was drafted before Cade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he has been around longer. But for him to have that respect, that means, because like you said, Stu ain't going to do that for nobody. He ain't going to do that for most people.
Right.
So you have to have a certain quality about you that demands that. And not even that demands that, but that wants to give you that respect back. You know what I'm saying? On and off the court. So that just says a lot about Cade and his leadership.
Yeah, to have Stu walk off and walk away, that's big time.
Right.
He gonna talk to himself on the bench.
Right.
Maybe having a camera on him, he still be sitting there talking. He gonna get his get off. That's what's gonna happen. But that was dope, man. That was dope right.
Just wanted to shout out him for that, because we talk about leadership a lot, but when you see it like that, and also I think it was the game prior to when Stu got the technical for waving off the official. Kay came over to him and said, bro, what are you doing? He said, wave like this. He said, why?
Right. Why?
You know what I'm saying? So they're continuously talking, and that's part of the growth. That's part of the growth process. These guys are learning. They're developing relationships off the court too. You see it back on the court. You see that they're continuing to grow. So I love it, man. I love to see that from a young team.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's something that we both talked about in the past.
Yeah.
Having a certain type of identity is the first step to anything.
Right.
And when you build that type of identity of a hard-nosed team, defensive team, you got players like him and Ron Holland out there. You got Cade and Ivy leading this team.
Yeah.
Listen.
I love it, man.
You build that identity, it's going to take you a long way.
Yeah. That's one more thing about that identity you talked about. That's why I think Stu is so important. You think about like Heat culture.
Yeah.
One of the guys you think about is Udonis Haslam. It's the professionalism, just that toughness, that fearlessness, like setting the tone. When you come here, you just got drafted. All right, so this is how we do things here. All right, you go with that. That's how we do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what Stu, in my opinion, is going to be.
Play 875 seasons in this league and still he's still ready to play right now. You know what I'm saying? Guys like him and Taj Gibson and some of them guys, they hang around because of that type of stuff.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And you need that out of Stu. Rather Stu ain't out there, they don't even bother with putting him on the 3-point line no more. Go down there and get on somebody's nerves, bro.
And he loves it, by the way.
Right.
He loves that kind of play anyway.
That's what he was drafted to do at first. Then we had Dwayne Casey in here with this. We want to shoot 8,075 3-pointers. And now you moving him out to the 3-point line. No, now he's back to his natural form. Now he's back to where he was playing and he was kicking Wiseman ass in college. That's where you got Stu at right now. You know what I'm saying? That's where he flourishes at. So put him down there. You know what I'm saying? But
he ain't going nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere. And like I said, he's coming off the bench, so he coming in beating up.
Exactly, bro. Real quick, when we played Philly and Drummond and Embiid was out, I wish you could have saw it because he had a battle with Duran.
Yeah. And
with Embiid being out, Drummond was the only big. So when Duran comes out and Stu comes in and Drummond's tired, Drummond was like, you can see it. Like, I gotta deal with this dude after I didn't just tangle with this dude. You know what I'm saying? This dude more physical. I'm tired. So like that's part of it. That's part of this. If you don't have that depth, or even if you do, as a bench guy coming into the game, you know you gotta go against. You know the next morning you're gonna be in the hot tub because you're gonna be sore. He gonna beat you up.
What did Isaiah Thomas and them boys say? What did Chauncey and them said? We gonna beat you mentally first before we can physically do it.
Yep.
Mentally, you already like, bro, I had to deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like these dudes, bro, I'm about to be sore. I'm about to be in a cold tub. Because all these dudes, you get ready to bang, bro.
Yeah.
Simple and plain. Simple and plain, bro. Get ready to bang. That's the way it has to be. But this is why I've been frustrated with my young and dear big man, Duran.
Okay.
I need more nasty. Stu can't come in the game and be more nastier than you.
I agree.
You can't come in the game. You can't start and get stupid, lazy fouls because the fouls he be getting, I swear, I be
his hands hitting people in the face, and I know. Like moving feet. Yep.
Stu can't come and give more effort and energy on defense than you when you start.
I agree, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So I need to
even if you do feel like you're more talented offensively, it don't matter. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still got to. I've always said, if he just commits to the defensive end, even though we know that we may be leaving some meat on the bone as far as your offense, you still gonna average a double-double, and we gonna win.
Yep.
Because your guards are gonna look for you offensively when you exerting effort defensively. They're gonna look for you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's why I just want to focus on that end for now. I know you got a bag offensively, but we'll get there. Let's establish defense first. Go ahead.
I just watched on ESPN before we played the Lakers. They was just talking about how good Anthony Davis has been playing. Bro, Isaiah was giving Anthony Davis everything he didn't want.
Man, yeah. AD was trying to go under the rim, hitting the ball on the bottom of the backboard. Stu was standing him up. He wasn't moving him.
No.
Yeah.
No. But that's the way it's got to be.
Yes.
I can't have you on the bench, Duran. You got to be out there on the floor. And you got to find what works for you on defense right now. Right now, it's not your hands, bro.
Yeah.
It's not your hands. You got to think the game out there on defense. You have to. You got to be smarter out there, man. Use your body. It's not just big for no reason. Use it. Use your strength in your body. If Stu can do that undersized at 6'8", because he ain't 6'9", he's 6'8".
He's 6'8".
Yeah. If he can do that at 6'8" against a true legit 7-footer, why are you on the bench with ticky-tack fouls?
You're right. No, yes, that's very fair, bro. That's very fair.
Get it together.
I think a lot of it is a fundamental. I think naturally you have a tendency to relax a little bit when you have natural gifts. When you don't have those natural gifts, you know the only way you're going to get on the floor is with the fundamental.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know Stu is not the most talented offensive player.
Right.
If we know it, then he knows it too. But it doesn't mean he can't be effective on the basketball court.
Right.
And that's what he does. He's fundamentally sound defensively.
But here's the thing. When it comes to your starter, it's a little bit of entitlement.
Okay. Yeah.
Mixed with
That's true.
a certain type of attitude, because I noticed something. If you watching the Pistons games, right?
Mm-hmm.
When Stu gets in a foul situation, he's pissed. Not only at himself, but he's just pissed at the whole situation.
Right.
During smirking and shit, laughing at times. It's not funny.
I got you.
You just made a stupid ass foul. What are you smiling about, bro?
I got you.
I need you to be upset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need you to be like, bro, I can't do this. This can't happen.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fair.
That's just what it is, man. You listen, you're starting, you're talented, you're big, you're strong,
Yep.
you're athletic. But if you don't get it together, man, things is gonna get real tough for you.
Yeah.
Not saying Stu gonna take your starting spot, man, but you want to continue to be on this team, because don't make the Pistons start looking elsewhere for another big.
That's a great point. Somebody made a comment earlier. Say your name. So I forgot who it was. Somebody made a great point about, if we want to contend, we need somebody who can not literally, but figuratively look eye to eye with Chet and Victor. Because nobody's looking at Victor literally, but like figurative, like bringing the same, pretty much being, if anything, canceling him out. Where those guys cancel out. Not getting dominated in your matchup. You know what I'm saying? So whoever that was, let me know who that was. That was a great point. If we want to get to that point, we need a guy that is not going to lose that matchup in a big way most nights, if that makes sense, against those type of guys.
Take a look around the league. Take a look at the last 5 years and the teams that have won the championship over those last 5 years.
Shout out to Mr. Jones. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. Look at those bigs. Look at those bigs over the last 5 years that's been in those final situations.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you gotta get it tightened up. You got to, because we talking about, we ain't talking about the final, we talking about just the playoffs alone.
Right.
These teams, they got multiple bigs. They ready for you. They ready to throw another big at you too when they big go sit down. Right. They got an arsenal sitting on the bench waiting on you. Yeah. This is a big man's league again. It's not, and like I said, you have to look at the battle when, not only with Joker, but when they was going up against Minnesota and all those teams.
Yeah.
What were those matchups about? What about Anthony Edwards and them?
Exactly.
It was about the bigs.
Mm-hmm.
It was about Karl Anthony Towns being
yeah.
a little girl, putting his tail between his legs. You see what I'm saying? The bigs right now are extremely important.
Yeah, you're right.
Extremely. Damian Lillard and Giannis can't figure out what the hell is going on over there right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The league is shifted back. It's went back. You know what I'm saying? We get a anomaly come in Golden State. You know what I'm saying? And the Rockets during that period of small ball and all that, that's dead. It's over.
Right.
Big men are fully back in this league.
They're back.
They are back.
And with a vengeance too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a great point, bro. We definitely need a defensive anchor. Right. And it's crazy because a lot like Chet Holmgren, bro, this season, he is looking like he's going to be a force for a long time, bro. Because now he's gotten a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger. He's still not strong enough to play center, I don't think yet, but he's gotten stronger, and he's really good, man. He can stretch the floor too. That's another thing to be that good defensively. He was blocking Jokic's shot the other night continuously. He gives Jokic problems. How many defensive guys can you say gives Jokic problems? We saw Anthony Davis get bullied by Jokic. You know what I mean? So like, those are the kind of guys, the teams. I mean, thankfully those teams are in the West, but those are the kind of bigs that are around now. And it's not, like you said, it's not an anomaly anymore. This is more of a night-to-night basis, regardless of who you're playing.
And see, for Duran's situation, it's unique because it's a gift and a curse at the same time. It's a gift that you're starting as you look to be a young big in this league that can develop and turn it into something. Mm-hmm. But if you don't, at a certain amount of time, they're not moving you to the bench.
Yeah.
They're moving you. They're going to move you.
Yeah.
because they're gonna have to make a decision to pay.
Right.
You see what
Right.
I'm saying? So they're gonna
Timeline wise, yeah. All these guys are
yes,
good
the
point.
way the timeline lines up, it's not a good situation.
You're
Not
right.
saying you need to rush and turn into a superstar, no. But these type of nights that you should have been having in your rookie season can't happen.
No, you're right. Because a lot of these guys are on the, like you mentioned, most of our team is young and they're on the same timeline. So a lot of these contract extensions and things of that nature are going to come around the same time. And a lot of times these front offices are choose to pick between one or the other. So, like to your point, I mean, I think about OKC, all the talent they had, when they had Russ and they had KD and they had Serge Ibaka, all these different guys, James Harden, and they had to choose between Ibaka and Harden. And they chose wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like they should have kept Harden and they kept Ibaka. So it's just like teams pay attention to stuff like that. Front office pay attention to stuff like that. They want to learn from other people's mistakes when it comes to things like that and staggering contracts properly and necessarily. So you're right. You gotta bring it, man. You can't just rely on this is my first, second year. Time is moving quickly and guys are getting better and better.
It's the way that the league is set up. It's these teams don't trade you because they don't like you. These teams, they love you. They want to give you time to develop.
Right.
But the way that contract situation is working this league, they don't allow them to. You don't have time to develop. The team ain't got 4, 5, 6 years to wait on the player. They don't have that no more. You know what? Yeah. Ask Chauncey Billups, who had enough time to wait on him. It took him how many years before he became Chauncey Billups?
Right. And how many teams?
Ben Wallace. These were all journeymen.
Right, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Tayshaun Prince falling real low in the draft. Like, yeah.
You know, the timeline is thin. It's thin in this league. Teams are extremely impatient.
Yeah. So Mr. Jones made a really good point right here. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
not at that size and stature with that athleticism, absolutely not.
But I'm not, just so everybody understands, we're not bailing. I'm not jumping off the ship on JD at all. Absolutely as of right now. Not. We're just projecting out as to what needs to happen for this thing to work. Because we want it to work. Like you said, I want him to be an all-star center. I feel like he has the intangibles and the measurables to be, the talent to be.
Yes.
But it's if you took Stu's brain and put it in JD, that's an immediate all-star.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yep.
Because what Stu needs, Duran has. What Duran has,
Stu, yeah, exactly.
Has. I mean, what Duran needs, Stu has. So
right.
That's where them two need to get together and say, hey, listen.
Or Paul Reed come and say, hey, listen,
right.
20 minutes I'm taking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's when they need to start doing the fusion dance and figure it out together.
Right.
Because but seriously, Duran was one of the guys that I had to have a breakout season this season. So that's why I said in these first couple of games, we ain't played 10 games yet, but it's early. It's early. Yeah, what we said is this can't carry on. You can't approach it like it's early. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can, but you can't.
Yeah, right. Urgency, man.
Right. Urgency. 100%. Yeah, man. I think we can call it there, bro. I think we got a good 2 hours in. This was dope. I miss doing these. We gotta make time for this, man. This was I forgot how much fun doing these lives were. Yeah. So we gotta get back to doing this. We're gonna do this more regularly, y'all. How did y'all like the format tonight? Let me know how y'all like the format. We know we was a little bit more goofy than usual. Yeah. But let us know how y'all like this format tonight. We try to keep it real casual, real light. Like we just at somebody's crib just talking. So let us know. But King, you want to finish? Anything else you want to get in, bro?
No, I think we done pretty much hit everything, man. It's been a mind-blowing night, mind-blowing episode right here.
Man, this has been crazy.
Yeah, this has been absolutely crazy. Like I said, once again, shout out to all of you guys, my brother Big A, Dominique, man. Yeah. Everybody, man. Everybody, man. Yeah. All of you guys, man. Assassin, everybody.
Love y'all, man. For real.
Love y'all, man.
And we gonna keep doing it. We gonna as a season continues to progress, and hopefully we start hitting a few winning streaks here and there. We gonna have a lot of fun in here.
fun.
We're gonna have a lot of fun in here. Devin, my dog, I gotta shout you out, bro.
Yeah.
You a real one, bro. You be supporting, you be in the comments, and you know basketball, bro. I gotta give it to you. You know the game.
Yeah, he do.
He do.
Been around forever, man. He do.
Yeah. So shout out to y'all, man. We gonna close it out with that, y'all. Like I said earlier, if we missed any of y'all's comments, because we talked to like about 20 topics tonight. Anything we missed, y'all, just drop it down in this comment section of this video, and I'll be sure to make sure we get to it in our next live. We'll make sure we make everybody feel included. So appreciate y'all, man. We'll be back soon. I'll be back, and I'm sure King will be back for the next game for the Atlanta Hawks, which is tomorrow night. So you'll probably see both of us post game doing our thing on our channels, and we'll be back here soon. And on that note, Detroit versus everybody. Peace.
Love y'all.
Love y'all.